Oh, that should be working.
Yep, there we go. All right.
All right, now I want you to be able to see if you can hear. So Kyle, just start talking to me, or say, I mean, say anything.
I'm saying anything.
Boo.
That's what you told me to say.
Can you hear any of this on the YouTube live stream,
Yes, sir, I'm waiting for it to come up.
Carson?
Yep,
Boo.
he just barely talked.
That's what you
It's
told me
probably
to
a
say.
20-second delay. Can, yeah, we know a little bit about this video stuff, right, Kyle?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, it is officially working. Everything is working. All right, Carson, you want to be in this?
I'm actually gonna go back to work.
Okay.
Tyler and I have to meet tomorrow, so I gotta have everything done today.
All right, man. Well, give us some of those views. So go get on. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
I'll keep the stream,
Don't worry about it,
just
buddy.
keep it minimized.
Um, okay. Well, I'm gonna pop open the game, Kyle, and then I'm gonna have us go live.
All right, see you guys.
See, Carson. Now I just gotta figure out how to do that. So if you don't mind, it will take me just 1 second. Sweet. In theory, I am live. In theory.
Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking, I don't know if it's true, but in theory, if I can figure out where it is, there it is. I am live in theory. Kind of cool. I don't know what's going on, but I think we're live. There we go. The magic. Anybody that is here, good to have you. We're just trying out live streaming. We're going to be playing a little bit of our own game. Me and my co-founder of our game, Fallen World. So we're just going to be playing, chatting, trying this out, see how this goes. So sweet. So actually, I am live. Kind of crazy, but we're gonna try this out. Could be a little sloppy, a little ugly, but we're gonna play our game. The game my partner and I have been working on. So Kyle, do you want to host or I can host?
You can host since you're streaming.
Okay, I'm gonna host. I'll get us through. It's a little potato. Oh, my bad. Well, maybe I don't know. How's that? Is that audio a little bit better? Is that audio pretty ugly? Let's see. Let's see where my mic audio is coming from. Okay, the mic audio should be better now. I think I realized. Oh, thank you very much. But yeah, all right, Kyle. Let me know when you're jumping in. But yeah, the mic audio should now be not potato. Maybe a little bit better. Cool. And here I can go. I'll go iSwitch. Is she fully fixed?
The Ice Mage?
Yeah, is the ice mesh fully fixed?
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool. Oh, good. Good to hear the mic is a lot better. But yeah, so this is Kyle. He and I have been building, well, and a third, Jared. We've been building Fallen Worlds past few years. We haven't really talked about it. Should have. I plan on streaming a lot more. We're just kind of starting out chill, playing our own game, talking, shooting the breeze. So yeah, you should be able to hear Kyle. Kyle, say something for me just in case.
Saying something.
Solid stuff. So, anyways, but yeah, we'll play a game. So we're gonna just jump in to our game. We'll do. Do you want to do Corruption 3?
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna do
Something
Corruption
hard.
3. So it's pretty difficult. Playing Elden Ring right now. I have been playing a little bit of Elden Ring. I have been getting my booty smacked every single time I play it. I'm not doing very good, but yeah, I've been playing it a bit. Alright. So, this is Fallen Worlds. Basically, I'm playing the Ice Mage character. This is our own game. It's still in its earlier stages, still kind of in alpha testing. So you guys are some of the first to be able to see it. But I'm going to go probably Ice Crater build. Go pick up my quest. And let's see. Cool. Let me know when you're ready, Kyle.
Okay.
Taking your sweet, sweet time.
I know. I'm deciding which quest I want. I had some good options.
Yeah, I haven't tried the Elden Ring's DLC yet. I need to even just beat the original game. Every time I play, I get so angry.
Okay, I'm ready.
You good? Alright, cool. We're gonna do... Do you want to do lava? That's fine. Yeah, by the way, our game, we do have a free demo. You guys are welcome to go try it out on Steam. It's just called Fallen Worlds, but this is still in its early stages. But yeah, we're working on a lot of the character stuff. A lot of, I guess everything. But how close would you say we are done, Kyle?
As far as like mechanics and things to add, we only have one main thing to put, and everything else is just going to be adding content. So more playable characters, more enemies, more maps, more rooms, more items, more fixes, stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah, so our game's coming along, but I mean, there's no Elden Ring, but it's pretty sweet. So yeah, this is our game. This is the game we've been making. It's still in its early year stages. We got multiplayer, I guess, co-op. That's all working. We got 2 characters working. I think with the 3rd and 4th on the way.
Yep.
Got a couple maps. They're all working. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Yeah, it's coming along, so it's looking good. We still have a bunch of stuff we got to do. It's definitely hard. This is, I don't know, difficulty 4. So it's called Corruption 3. Sweet mercy. Oh, good hell. But yeah, so this is ours. Good hell, I just died. Ice Witch is very squishy.
Gotcha.
Cool. And then we're actually gonna do a shrine in a second. But yeah, this is our game we've been working on. But yeah, I know a lot of you guys were talking about Elden Ring. It's looking sweet. Definitely. I need to get back into it and not get as angry when I play the game. I already died. Alright. Which one is this, Kyle?
This is the Shrine of Valor.
Can you leave? Yeah. Thank
Yep.
you.
So with this shrine, the more enemies you
No,
kill,
this
the more
isn't
quest
big.
options you get.
Yeah, thanks. So this is Unreal. We used Unreal 4, not 5.
Face game is positioned in game. Shouldn't that be on top? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know why it's working all funky. Let's see if that fixed it. Nope. Let me see if I can fix it. See if that fixes it. There we go. There we go. That should have fixed it. Yeah, we've been doing Unreal for a good few years. I think there's a couple reasons why we chose Unreal 4. Kyle's more of the mastermind, so I know a variety of reasons, but
Well, first and foremost, Unreal 5 didn't exist when we started the game, so
reason number one.
that's why we started with Unreal 4. The reason we kept Unreal 4 is Unreal 5 does not have tessellation, which we use in Unreal 4. We're supposedly adding it back in like 5.5 or something.
Yeah, I remember when Unreal first came out, Unreal 5, it was super buggy.
Yeah.
So we had a bunch of issues, so that's kind of, I think that's the main reason I remember. But yeah, I forgot about the tessellation. But yeah, so it's me, Kyle, another guy. We've been building this game for a few years, kind of for fun. So this is kind of one of the reasons why I started the channel. You know, I do a variety of things, right? But we've been making this game for fun on the side, and then tons of developers started talking to. We just started talking to tons of developers, right? You're in the community, and so many people just didn't know the business stuff of game development. Which, by the way, I'm going to be doing marketing video, Helldivers video, all coming out really soon. Bunch of changes are being done. I think we're going to be. Oh, attack fast. Bunch of changes coming. I think actually we're doing a lot more dev-focused videos, but potentially actually on a different channel. Oof, which one's this? Stay with them.
This is Shrine of Skeletons. It's the easier one.
Say easier, but I just got toasted.
So shrines are risky, but if you beat them, you get a reward. If you lose, well, if you die, you lose the run. If you run away, you just lose the shrine.
Yeah. But yeah, so anybody that's just joined, this is our game. We're just playing it, showing it off. You guys are welcome. Shoot any feedback. But thanks. Yeah, the stream. Yeah, first of hopefully many. I'm hoping to be able to start doing this more, and I'm hoping I'm going to do different streams for different things. Talk game dev, talk our game. Let's see. Just shoot the breeze. Let's see. Some shits. Cool. You ready?
Yeah.
So then this is the boss for this act. Hey, how's it going? See you, Neptune. Okay, so this is one of the bosses we have in. And then
This is the boss that you can fight in the demo. Try it out.
oh crap, son. Sometimes click to move sucks. Hold on, paused.
Pause is better. But both options are there in case you like moving with your mouse clicks. The game is called Fallen Worlds. And you can look it up on Steam. There's a free demo you can try. It doesn't have everything, obviously, because it's a demo, but you can try the first character, and you can fight this boss that we're fighting now. Is the one available in the demo.
Nice, yeah, and you can play with friends too on the demo, so it's up to 4 people. So I think we had that working. got my first quest done. But yeah, guys, hoping to stream a lot more, not just our game. I think we're gonna play some Helldivers tomorrow. I want to play some Elden Ring, and just get completely clapped over and over. But let's see, which one do you want to do? Let's go Forest. But yeah, you got a suggestion for the game? What you got? Take me away, Fries. No, we're using Unreal. So we use Unreal to develop the game, Unreal 4 specifically. But yeah, if you guys got suggestions, I mean, the part of this is like selfishly, I'm like, yeah, I'd love to get feedback. We'd love to get feedback on, kind of like what I tell everybody, get feedback on the game. It's a big boy. Good.
Yeah, that the big green guy is one of the mutated enemies. The enemies have a chance to spawn with a mutation. And right now there are 3 mutations. The green one are extra big and extra health. The red ones heal themselves when they hit you, and the orange ones attack and move faster. Like the orange one was chasing Cam.
Make the camera angle a little bit different. You talking about in-game, or are you talking about my face? Sorry, I'm like reading it while running in a circle. No, I appreciate the feedback regardless. If I could, maybe once I kill these, I can actually read them. Actually read what the hell you're saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's, maybe we change the camera angle a little bit, but yeah, it's more supposed to be kind of like Grim Dawn, Diablo style, where you kind of see top down. So, but always good to have feedback, man. Yeah, in game. You want top down for my hair when I'm playing. Oh, is there a shrine over here, dude?
Yeah. Little mini map on the side will let you know if there's a shrine.
There's a little mini map over here. You can see. So every run is different. It's all. Oh, good help. Oh God. Trying to freeze him. I'm dead. Well, yeah. Did I ever play Gauntlet on the Commodore? Nah, I didn't. Does it look like this? I mean, probably not just like this. Oh, you got me.
Yeah.
I didn't really play the Commodore. I think my first stuff was Super Nintendo. So, I'm old, but not that old. Is this vampire guy? Vampiric?
Yeah, he's healing himself.
Dude, props to anybody that plays games and looks at the chat. I'm blown away by that capability. But yeah, so it's kind of so the game's top down. It's meant to be kind of like Diablo, kind of. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like Hades. I'd say there's some elements of Hades where you kind of pick a talent tree, and then let's see. But yeah, so I don't know, Kyle. How would you best explain it?
Sorry, I was reading my talents.
No. What kind of game would you say this is?
Oh, it's a action RPG. It's kind of like a dungeon crawler. But the combat is a little more movement centered than dungeon crawlers like Diablo, for example. There's different styles of fighting, so you can hold still and tank things if you have the right talents, but generally you want to dodge stuff.
Yeah, I think it's like choosing what to dodge. It's more of how, I guess, we describe it. You're gonna get hit. You're just figuring out what you should and shouldn't get hit by. Oof. It's sweaty. It's a sweaty game.
And it is roguelite. Yeah. So yeah, the runs are, half hour, however long it takes, And then there's a lot of meta progression to make it more replayable. And then you have the random talents, randomly generated maps, etc. for the roguelite aspect of it.
So yeah, you got your talents. Kind of have your talent tree. You have your quests. You can change your appearance and stuff, so you can actually change. So like, let's say the swirl. Right, it's like green. I can make it like a red. That's been kind of fun. So here's the, now it's all pinkish red. So yeah, that's kind of some of our own fun elements that we're adding, where you can actually change. So let's see, right now this is like a pinkish icy. I can change it to, let's see, what are we thinking? The yellow. I'll just go extreme on all of them, so kind of see what it looks like. Ooh. So yeah, we got some cool stuff that we're putting in, and then, and I see, what's my day job? It's a good question. I actually do a variety of things. I have a few companies, specifically Kyle and I, actually we started an edtech company, or educational software company. We did that for a long time. We've done that for a long time. So day job, that's a lot of what I do. I just run that. And then we actually work on this game. I do a lot of consulting. I help people with startups, companies. So that's like where my background, business and stuff. So help a lot of people. So I do consulting. We make the game. We run an edtech software company. I do YouTube, which, you know, I should probably, that's how you know me. I don't know. Do a variety of things. So that's my day job. I don't really have a day job. It's more lots of endeavors all at the same time. So yeah, that's what I do. So not I don't know if that's exciting or not, but there you go. But yeah, so that's the hope. Part of what I'm hoping to do, and we actually have something coming out soon, but I want to help a lot more developers be able to be successful. So we actually have a few things coming out for developers. That'll be fun. So again, the game, we're hoping to get this sucker out sometime. So I think the goal right now is to try to get the game out in the next 5-6 months. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I run a software company called Speech Cloud. It's an edtech company. Yeah, we started it, so it's its own weird conversation, but started it with the intent of killed, good hell. So we started it with the intent of helping students with disabilities. So it actually started as so like I worked at Google for a good few years, quit that, came back, and Kyle and I came to Kyle, and he and I started a simple software to help people that were deaf. And so we actually started by building a software at a hackathon to help students that were deaf learn in class. And that's kind of how Kyle and I met and how we got started. But yeah, you played Gauntlet arcade at your local movie theater growing up? That's sweet. Yeah, I never got to play it. And then, what employees count does a studio stop being indie? Dude, that's a solid question. Here, one sec, Kyle. Let me get some shields. It's a solid question, because like, there's two schools of thought, right? And so when it comes to indies, is it an indie developer because of size? Is it indie developer because of mentality? I think there's a bunch of nuance there. And so I think there's the combination of, are they an indie developer? I'd argue they're an indie developer based off of the mentality. But again, I do think there's like a cutoff. Like Baldur's Gate, they have that indie mentality, but I don't know if I would call them an indie developer because they have hundreds of people. Helldivers, right? They're working with Sony. They have 100 employees. I feel like they're an indie developer because they had this kind of indie mentality. And so, but that being said, I think oftentimes when I refer to indies, I'm usually thinking about size and scope. So like Stardew Valley, that's an example. But then like Rocket League, that was an indie game. So I think it's nuanced. I don't think there's a specific definition, but I would just say people that have like make this really cool creative game. It's this independent mentality, right? And there's a spectrum on that. So that'd kind of be my 2 cents of just thinking about what is an indie game. So I think I would classify Helldivers as an indie game, but maybe like kind of over here on the spectrum, higher up. So, oh, good help. So, yeah, what game we playing? This is the game our studio's been working on. So Kyle's with me, who's he's the head developer on the game. So we've been working on this game for a long time. So yeah, this is our game, Fallen Worlds. I'm about to die.
It's hard to fight and talk at the
Yeah,
same time,
dude,
huh?
it's so hard to fight and talk. I don't know. I can't imagine playing Elden Ring and doing this. Usually I'm talking to myself when I'm playing Elden Ring, and I'm usually just yelling. No, I haven't played Stellar Blade. I should try it out. I've been on a kick where I've been trying to do a new game, try new games almost every week. So it's one of the things I want to. It's one of the things I want to do is get people suggestions and try to play their games. So there's a bunch of streams I want to do over the next little bit. I basically just want to do this more. 1, because it's fun. 2, I just want to be the floating mustache that nobody knows when I do my videos. But yeah, Dead Cells, roguelites, yeah, or roguelikes. Ours is a roguelite specifically, but go click there. But yeah, so we're just playing our game. How to learn Unreal Engine 5? Someone who doesn't know anything about it. I was learning it myself for the recent game jam that we did, and I don't know Kyle. Kyle's a better person to ask this. He is the brilliant developer who went to college at 16. So let's ask him. Kyle, what you got? How do you learn Unreal?
It really depends on the person, but generally speaking, there are plenty of easy to follow tutorials that can get you started. There are a lot of low-hanging fruit, a lot of easy things in Unreal that you can do to, start building something and, kind of see what it's like and get excited about it. It's when you get into the little details or the more complicated things that you need to be able to either ask someone or be able to learn from reading documentation or whatnot. If you're a developer, you'll probably have no problem figuring it out if you already have like coding experience, things like that. But there's a lot of Unreal things that with blueprints where you don't even need to learn to code. So there's kind of a spectrum. I guess it really depends mostly on what kind of game you're trying to make. More complicated, the longer it'll take to figure it out.
Yeah, and I feel like 2D games aren't as much Unreal Engine. Not that you can't, but from a lot of the stuff I was looking into. So I feel like 2D, like side-scrolling platformer, I guess would even argue more like those Unity, those kind of engines, or Godot. I think I would say actually push people to Godot more, right, lately, right, with all the debacle of it, Unity. But yeah, I guess for this game, right, it's a little bit more complicated and more complex, but I think like a first-person shooter, it just scales, right? So I think it's difficulty scales based off of, and then multiplayer, like this is a co-op game, so that's a bunch of added difficulty versus like a single-player game. So I think there's just everything scales, right? So I don't know what else you would add to that, Kyle.
Yeah, definitely. I personally say that multiplayer games are 3 times the work of single player, generally speaking. So if you think you can make a game in a month and you want to make it multiplayer, then you better plan for 3 months. especially the more players you have. If you're going to support a huge lobby, you'll have a lot more issues dealing with networking and streamlining things, especially if it's your first game. It'll just take a while to work through all that.
Yeah. That was what? Oh. I just pulled a bunch. Oh no, I thought there was more over here.
But I will say that Unreal is getting even more popular. More and more studios are switching to Unreal, which means a bigger community, more support, even more tutorials and questions on Stack Overflow. So it's a good place to start. If you are not a programmer at all, if you've never made a game, I would recommend trying Unreal. Just to try it and learn something. If you don't like it, you can always try, Unity or Godot or whatever, especially if it's a 2D game. But Unreal is just, at least for me, is much easier to pick up.
Messages I'm not even able to read. It's hard. So, trying to think. I think I missed a bunch. Is it possible to make a game without an engine? I haven't played Stellar Blade. I mean, can you make a game without an engine? I mean, you can make your own engine, and I guess.
Yeah, technically, you have to have some kind of engine.
You have to have
But
something.
yeah, you can build your own. Like, for example, there's a game on Steam called Cosmeteer that's a spaceship game. And they basically built out their own engine for it instead of using a pre-built one. And both options are viable. It just depends on what you want and how much time and resources you have.
Yeah, what's the Animal Well?
Yeah.
I think that just came out that the guy he built his own. I'm stuck. He used his own engine. He built his own engine for that one. So I think that was the Donkey game, right? So, I mean, it's a lot of effort, right? So it's a question of like, if you feel like Unreal or Unity, any of those can't do the job, which I just not sure, unless you have like something crazy complex. Like, I'm a huge Halo fan, for example. I think they're moving Halo to Unity, or excuse me, to Unreal. So. To me, it seems like I would use an engine, right?
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of time to make your own engine from scratch. And if you want something in the middle, for example, what we do with Unreal Engine is we build it from source. So we take Unreal Engine and then we tweak it and change and add things as needed. And that's probably the most common thing that people do with these game engines. The point of the game engine is to save you a lot of time with a lot of pre-built things, and then you add on to it. You ready for the mutated shrine?
Yeah.
It's the hard one.
Oh, this is the hard one. If we leave, what happens?
I think they chase us.
Oh, they do?
There is no leaving. You just fight till you win or die. It's okay, I got some good talents, so.
Alright, I went E-build so I'd be a little bit tankier.
Oh, nice.
Because I always die with this character.
Nice.
But yeah, so it's a funny world, right? Like there's game dev, games. I don't know. It's a world that like I've gotten into more recently, but a lot of the world we were in were software and like again, like I worked over at Google. I've done all sorts of things, and what sometimes is disappointing to me. This is what I was hoping with game dev. It's like there's a lot of disorganization, right? There's not a lot of easy ways, for example, to raise money. There's not a lot of easy ways for people to get the support they need. And it's such a cool. It's not only just a cool industry, by the way, right? Like there's so many like again, I'm passionate about gaming, so I mean, there's that. So there's gonna be bias with what I'm about to say, but like there's so much potential, right? Like again, from somebody like I've raised money for companies and done a variety of things, and it's like what's crazy is game dev. Like some of these games are so successful and so popular, and how hard it is for a lot of these developers to get off the ground. And I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those things where is this vampire guy? Because he is not dying.
Yeah, he's glowing red. If you use the icons, it'll show a healing.
That's one of my only things. Every time when we play these guys, I always have a hard time telling the difference until I stare at them really closely. I feel like we should add maybe a more clear indicator, but maybe that's just for me because I'm blind.
Well, some of the skin colors clash a little. Like he had
Like the green guy,
skin.
because I know
Yeah, like the green guys are more noticeable.
green guy's a little bit more noticeable. But yeah, anyway, so there's lots of things I wish, lots of things I hope to be able to do, and with our own game, and I hope to help other people. Speaking of which, we actually have a website that we're building out that's going to be hopefully like a full-on walkthrough for developers on how to start a studio from A to Z in the process, but that's gonna be something that we hope to help a bunch of developers with. And the idea is like this channel has been kind of, I don't know, it's kind of this weird in between where I kind of want to help. I've been helping developers kind of. Shoot! Oh, I died. Kind of helping developers, but I've been talking about much more broad stuff, and so I'm actually debating on doing a much more dedicated channel. Not debating, I'm pretty sure. So a much more dedicated channel just for developers, so that I can talk a little bit more openly about, like more directly about business stuff. So it would be interesting. But yeah, anyway, so this is our game. Go try it. We got the demo. Nice. Thank you for the saves over and over and over again.
No problem.
I like to think of myself that I'm pretty good at games, but then I play with Kyle. Play me in Smash now. I gotta claim the fame there, but. Okay, the only thing that sucks, again, about click to move, is I have the hardest time getting out of a big circle of enemies. Because I can't click past them, because I'll sit there and auto attack them.
Well, you can change the setting to let you move with left click and auto attack with right click
But I already did
if you
that.
need to.
But yeah, so, well, it's cool it's the first stream. You're always welcome. I don't know what you guys want to see. You guys like to see, I think tomorrow I'm going to try to stream in the evening with a couple buddies. And we're going to talk. Man, I got a ton of items. A ton of gold. But yeah, we're going to stream, probably play some Helldivers. Talk a little bit more chill stuff. Won't play our game. Is this the last boss?
Yep, this is Act 3.
Sweet. So you've only been playing this boss, so it looks like. So we only have a few bosses in right now. Do you have the super boss?
It's a placeholder.
Yeah, but we have that. That's in live.
Yeah.
I can't remember if we're in live.
Yeah. So we'll see the portal for it. It's so the super boss arena is there, works. We're just waiting on the actual model of the super boss, which is being built right now.
Yeah, so we're not the best artists, so we actually use using a 3D modeler to help us. So Kyle's tanky. I am not. But yeah, so we're mercy. Yeah, so we're waiting on some models, but you know, you'd like to see Lethal Company or Helldivers. Yeah, dude, both good games. Ah, there we go.
Nice.
There we go. All right, but then we actually are adding, so we've added this piece to our game. It's not just axe. You can go and fight. Yeah, there's a story to the world, but you can go and fight this super boss. Is kind of what we're gotta come up with a name. But the idea is that you can't really beat him, maybe. But the idea is that you can face off and see how far you can make it against him. So you want to do it, Kyle?
Sure.
So basically you can test out your build and see how far you can make it against the really difficult boss. So oof. Is he bugged out? Or are you just staggering?
Yep. I'm just staggering him forever.
He looks a little bugged out.
Yeah. He's supposed to be immune to staggers, but he's not.
Oof. Got a bunch of shields though. Yeah, so there is a story, and so I mean, like what happened, we're still kind of nailing out a lot of the kinks. But basically the idea is the worlds have fallen to this guy, that's not his model, but there you go. The worlds has fallen to this corrupt god. He's basically corrupted all of these worlds, leaves you with 4 heroes who are kind of left, we're the leftover, all other people, all the worlds have died, and you got these invincible, oh sweet mercy. Basically, our heroes can't die, but they have to fight for eternity to hold the great god in his place. So that's kind of, I mean, that's in essence what we have. And so we're still working out what does that mean. What are the kinks? So don't hold me to anything I just said. But yeah, there you go. So that's kind of the idea. Do I need help with the lore? I mean, it's a good question. Right now, we're not really doing much. Like, it's not going to be super lore deep. Like, I wish I could say yes, but it's much more gameplay driven than it is like Elden Ring. So I think there's that nuance. Okay, dude, this guy does not die. But he's also not doing much.
Yeah. Well, I'm just keeping him CC'd the whole time because it's bugged. It's normally be harder. But yeah, the idea behind the super boss is always the same difficulty regardless of what difficulty you're playing. So that you can see every time you fight him, it's basically the same difficulty. You can see how far you get with that build. So he will be extremely hard to fight, you know, the first time you fight him, because he'll be low level, and then he and his minions here are basically scaled up to the max difficulty, which is why he's so tanky.
Yeah, the inspiration is WoW, right? Like, we love Warcraft. It's very much very much the inspiration. It's like a mixture of Diablo. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh, okay. It's a mixture of WoW, Diablo, kind of like a Hades, but more than anything, it's probably, I don't know. Yeah, it's I guess the best. What would we say the best examples? Probably Torchlight. Probably one of the best examples, or Here's a Hammerwatch. You guys are familiar with that one. Think what other examples while I'm clicking away like a madman. Got any other examples, Kyle?
Here's a Hammerwatch. This is a pretty good example. Kind of like Hades, a little less lore, and just co-op, I guess.
So
We'll be adding more enemies.
Hades, less story
as
driven.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, we hope to do a lot more like voice lines and stuff like that. That is in the game, but I haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, more like Diablo though, because you can get hit. It's the reason why it's not like Hades, right? Hades, it's like you get hit, and it's that's a little bit more difficult in that way. Where this is, there isn't potions though, but you pick up. You can see there's little orbs. Pick up orbs. All right. Take forever. But yeah, so that's our game. Good first stream. I mean, if you guys got any suggestions, basically we want to play our game every Wednesday, talk about it. Wanting to do more different kinds of streams and stuff. So play other games, talk to some cool people. Alright, stop staggering. Dude, he's not doing anything. So we can actually see some of his moveset. Try to see. Yeah, this is... I'm like not dying, Kyle. So I'm guessing this is probably a little bit too easy.
Yeah. Oh, it's just a placeholder arena right now. We don't even have the 3 stages of the boss built in yet.
So I went just there. What was that? Yeah, maybe not always have a friend to talk to. That's a good point. It's one of those things where, dude, he's never been, never done it. So yeah, solid feedback. So I've always been, oh, I just staggered. But I'd like Kyle to be on this. You guys can ask. He's the smarter person in the room. So if you want to ask deeper development questions, he's gonna be the guy. So more of like a dev chat. I'd like to do other kinds. So yeah, it's cool. Anyways, well, probably end the stream, but fun. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll be figuring this out more. So, good to have you. Good little stop stream.